Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Man shot dead near Spanish Town bus stop. A man was shot and killed in Clayton Heights, Spanish Town in St. Catherine on Monday evening. Police have only identified the victim so far as guest boss brother. Reports are that about 7 o'clock, the man was standing near a bus stop along the roadway when he was pounced upon by unknown persons who opened fire at him. The police were summoned, and upon their arrival, the man's body was found with what appeared to be gunshot wounds. No motive has been established for the shooting. Gunmen attacked police in Tivoli Gardens. A police team on patrol in Tivoli Gardens on Sunday was reportedly attacked by gunmen who managed to escape. The cops who were attached to the Kingston Western Police Division were reportedly in Jacobs Peters area of the community when they saw two men acting in a suspicious manner. The police say on seeing them, the men opened gunfire in their direction and then ran, evading the police. The police say further investigation along the path taken by the men yielded a magazine containing 13 rounds of ammunition. No one was injured during the incident. The community is currently under a 48-hour curfew. PNP wants due process for Haitian migrants. The People's National Party PNP is calling on the government to ensure due process and fair treatment of Haitian migrants who enter the country. The call follows the arrival of 37 Haitians in Portland by boat last week. A decision is to be made on whether the Haitians will be charged with illegal entry to their country. In a statement, the PNP said that recent influx of Haitian migrants presents a humanitarian challenge. It said there is a need for swift and coordinated efforts as it relates to the provision of assistance, protection, and humane treatment. Junior spokesperson on Foreign Affairs Christopher Henry said the government should ensure that the Haitian migrants are provided with legal assistance, among other things. He is also urging the government to engage international and regional bodies such as CARICOM on the matter.
So we want to prioritize the following action to ensure that the Haitian migrants are provided with the appropriate legal assistance and access to due process in accordance with national and international laws, establish proper reception facilities to accommodate the essential needs of the migrants, including healthcare, shelter, and basic amenities, and this must include comprehensive and transparent screening processes to identify vulnerable individuals such as unaccompanied minors and those in need of immediate protection, and to establish an overarching mechanism to strengthen interagency cooperation and coordination for the effective management of the situation at hand, including immigration authorities, humanitarian agencies, and relevant government ministries, partnering with non-governmental agencies who have expertise in the area. And we are urging the government to collaborate with the various international bodies and organizations such as the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, the UNHCR, the International Organization for Migration, the IOM, and CARICOM, so that Jamaica's response to the influx of the Haitian migrants aligns with established international principles.
Bloody gang feud rocking St. Anne. The police in St. Anne have been put on high alert as a bitter gang feud continues to lead to a number of killings across the parish and threats to reprisals. A probe by reporters revealed that police investigators have identified one of the most wanted men in the parish, Kemar Matthews, also known as Baby Arbiter, the alleged leader of the Custer faction of the Steerton-based hothead YPC gang, as the main suspect in the violence. The latest incident was a double murder in the parish last Saturday. The police say about 2 p.m. on Saturday, the bodies of 24-year-old Shamrick Edwards, a carpenter of a section of St. Anne called Stony Hill, Lewis, a 33-year-old, Garfield Thomas, otherwise called Brawling, a mason of Discovery Bay, were found with gunshot wounds to their upper bodies. Sources say that 9 p.m. on Friday, Edwards was at home with his girlfriend when he received a phone call from Thomas. With another man on the call, Edwards then told his girlfriend that he was going to meet Thomas. Later, the girlfriend made several calls to Edwards' cell phone, but it went unanswered. She became suspicious and decided to visit Thomas' home on Saturday. When she arrived, the woman found both bodies lying on their backs at the front of the unfinished apartment complex with multiple gunshot wounds. Police investigators have since determined that Edwards was on the scene of the murder of Carlo Matthews, the brother of the most wanted Kemar, and the shooting of 2 other men in Stony Hill, Lewis, on Tuesday, May 30. Edwards fled the area after the incident and went into hiding, refusing to make himself available to talk to the police. The other man killed on Saturday, Thomas, was held on the Party Main Road in St. Anne's Bay in December 2018, and a 9mm chrome pistol with serial number erased and loaded with 3 9mm cartridges was taken from him. He had pleaded guilty in court and was given a suspended sentence. Thomas was identified as a close associate of the most wanted Kemar. Police sources say Thomas was the subject of several operations by the police targeting the alleged gang leader. It is believed that Thomas Edwards and the other men from Stony Hill were involved in the murder of Kemar's brother, resulting in a fallout between the alleged gang leader and the 2 men. Sources say police investigators now believe that Edwards was lured to visit Thomas and both men became victims at the reprisal killing. The risk of reprisal is deemed to be medium to high, so we are following all leads and implementing measures to quell the violence, stated one police source. The police in St. Anne have recorded 45 murders since the start of this year. This is a 73% above the 26 recorded in the same period last year. Island-wide, the police have recorded 826 murders from January 1 to Sunday, July 16, at 11% decline from the 826 recorded the corresponding period in 2022. Police appeal for help for 61-year-old Peter Patton. The police are seeking the public's help to locate an elderly man from Kitsatown in St. Catherine who has been missing since last week Thursday. He is Peter Patton, 61, from Top Mountain District. Patton is of dark complexion, slim build, and about 5 feet 4 inches tall, and walks with a limp. Report from the Spanish Town Police are that about 6 a.m. on July 13, Patton was last seen on Old Road in the parish wearing a red shirt, khaki shorts, and a pair of black slippers. The police say all efforts to locate him have been futile. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Peter Patton is being asked to contact the Spanish Town Police Station at 876-984-2305, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Staff at UWI Open Campus withdraw services to protest outstanding June salaries. There has been an escalation of industrial actions taken by staff at the Open Campus of the University of the West Indies in Jamaica, who are represented by the West Indies Group of University Teachers. Approximately 60 workers are on strike as they have not received their June salaries. The workers impacted are academic, senior administrative, and professional staff and are based at several locations across the island. West Indies Group of University Teachers says it has instructed its members to take industrial action because UWI has breached its contractual agreement with staff. The group adds that as of July 2023, salaries are imminent. Staff continue to bear the brunt of the non-payment of salaries. The president, Professor Paul Brown, points to the impact on employees, saying this situation cannot go on. He further stated that normalcy will not be restored until staff are paid. Professor Brown says the strike is to send a clear message to the University of the West Indies.
Essentially, salaries for June have not been paid. And there are only platitudes that are being proffered by the university, hoping that they are able to hold strain and, to see with them, because they are trying to fill the gaps in terms of getting funds in place to pay the staff. But, all this while, staff are suffering under the gun, unable to pay their basic things that need to be paid: rent, mortgage, and July salaries are upon us, which are going to be due on the 25th of this month. And they are unable to pay June salary. They are also unable to pay July salary, and so staff are essentially up the river, just with promissory notes. This cannot continue because staff need their money. All of the necessities of life that are needed at this time, and they are unable to do the necessary even to survive. It is for those reasons why the staff have decided that enough is enough. They need to send a clear message that the University of West Indies need to get their act together. This is really the first public disclosure, because remember now that salaries were due on the 25th of last month. So we had started industrial action already. There were some services that were withdrawn. So this now represents an escalation in terms of the industrial action, where now the public is involved in terms of alerting them to the plight of these workers, and further action is likely to be taken as well.
Please remember to subscribe, like, share,